good morning and Sairam to all my lovely students. Hope that you all are fine and taking proper care of your hygiene. Students, I hope that you all are giving proper time to your studies. You must have started revising your chapters and you all must have completed your work in fair notebooks. If not, then complete it. So, let us begin. In this video, today we are going to move ahead with the explanation of the chapter that we have started in the last video, that is Truly Beautiful Mind. Truly Beautiful Mind is about Albert Einstein, the scientist, and we got to know, and this chapter is about his biography. So in the first that part we have completed about his young age, that is when he was born. He was born in the year 1879 on 14th March, and we got to know that he was known as Brother Boring by his friends. He was a lover of mechanical toys and he didn't like the regimentation of the school, and that's why he shifted his school. After completing his school, he went to his higher studies. There he fell in love with a girl named Maria. Then they both decided to get married, but before that, in the year 1902, he got his job as a technical expert, and in 1903 they both got married, but their marriage failed due to certain reasons, and that's why in the year 1990 they both got divorced. And in the same year, Albert Einstein married his cousin Elsa. So these were the important points of that part. Now let us begin with the explanation of the chapter. In 1915, he had published his journal Theory of Relativity, which provided a new interpretation of gravity. So in the year 1915, he published his research journal that is on the topic Theory of Relativity. Theory of Relativity, that research which has given us the very famous formula, that is E is equals to mc square. And this paper or this journal has given or is a very new interpretation on the theory of gravity. An eclipse of the sun in 1919 brought proof that it was accurate. So due to eclipse of the sun in the year 1990, we got to know that the theory of relativity, the journal which was published by Albert Einstein, was true. It was accurate. Einstein had correctly calculated in advance the extent to which the light from fixed star would be deflected through the sun gravitational field. So Einstein had correctly calculated in advance that the light of the fixed the light from the fixed stars would be deflected from the gravitational force of the sun. Now the newspaper proclaimed his work as a scientific revolution. So after this theory, after the eclipse of the sun in 1919, after the eclipse of the sun in 1990s, his theory proved to be accurate, and that's why many newspapers claim that this work is a scientific revolution. It brought a scientific revolution in the field of science. Einstein received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921. So here we got to know that in the year 1921, Einstein received Nobel Prize for which field? For the field of physics. The Nobel Prize was based on the will of the famous Swedish scientist. So Nobel Prize was established on the will of the Swedish scientist whose name was Alfred Nobel. So Alfred Nobel warned that there should be a prize given to certain fields, and that's why this Nobel Prize was established, and it was established in the year 1895, and it was named after the Swedish scientist, that is Alfred Nobel. So this prize was known as Nobel Prize, and it was established in the year 1895, and the first Nobel Prize was given in the year 1901. Einstein received his Nobel Prize in the year 1921 for physics. He was showered with honors and invitations from all over the world and lauded by the press. So here we got to know after his success of his theory of relativity, he was showered with honors. Many people honored him with many prizes. He got invitation from all over the world, and he was appreciated by the press also. Press means your newspaper and news channels, all were appreciating him a lot. He was honored and was invited to various places. When the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein emigrated to the United States. So here we got to know that when Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein decided that I will leave Germany and he will go to United States. After 5 years of their establishment of their power, Nazis discovered the process of nuclear fission. This nuclear fission is very helpful in making the process through which nuclear bomb or atomic bombs are made. So this method was prepared in Berlin, and they were able to discover this process after 5 years of their establishment. Due to this, all the physicists in America were upset as they feared misuse of the technology. Now the physicists who were living in America, they were very afraid because they knew that Nazis will misuse this technology to create fear among the people. There were many scientists who escaped to America because of fascism. So there were many scientists from Germany who decided that they will move from Germany to America. Why? The reason was of fascism. Fascism means dictatorship, that one person will come to the rule and everything will work according to him. That's why, as you all know, the way Hitler used to rule, same thing is known as fascism, that he became the ruler of Germany and he tried to control the life of the people, and everyone has to listen to him because he was a dictator of Germany. All the scientists were afraid that the Nazis could misuse the atomic bomb. Everyone all over the world were very much afraid. Why? Because they know that they have discovered the process of nuclear fission, and now they will misuse this power to create fear among the people of their power. And that's why many of the scientists have decided to move from Germany to America, because they don't want to be the part of such a big destruction. Okay, the next paragraph says that Albert Einstein was requested by a colleague, and so he wrote a letter to the President of America, Franklin D. Roosevelt, on 2nd August 1939. So a colleague of Einstein requested that Einstein should write a letter to the President of America, who was Franklin D. Roosevelt, and Albert Einstein wrote a letter in the year 1939 on 2nd of August. What he wrote in that? He wrote that he warned the President of America that atomic bomb which was developed by Germany was very powerful. If one of those bombs exploded on any port, it would not only destroy the area, but it would destroy the surrounding territory. So here he said that so here we got to know that Albert Einstein warned the president that if Germany exploded this bomb anywhere, any proper area, that area will only not be destroyed, it will destroy the whole territory which is surrounding it. This shows Einstein's humanitarian quality. He wanted good for the people. He wanted peace in the world. That is why he wrote his concern to the President of America and warned him. So that's why here we got to know through this letter that he believed in humanitarian. He has a quality of humanitarian. Though he was a genius scientist and he was a humanitarian too. He believes in humanity. He worked for humanity. He wanted good for the people. He wanted that there should be world peace. And that's why he was concerned for the people, and that's the thing that made him to write a letter to the President of America and to warn him. This letter did not fail to give an effect on the president. Though this effect was not in a good sense, but it had an effect on the president, and the President of America decided that they will also develop an atomic bomb, but that was a secret project by their own. So after that letter written to the President of America, the Americans developed the atomic bomb in a secret project, and they dropped it on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. So we all know the condition of Hiroshima and Nagasaki till now, that how they are suffering because of that explosion that was made in the year 1945 by the American government. Now Einstein was deeply shaken by the extent of the destruction. Though Einstein know that it will create a great destruction, and that's why he was deeply shaken, because he wrote letters for the concern of the people, not to tell Americans to develop this secret project. But it happened, and now he decided that he will write a letter to the United Nations organization, that is UNO. And in that letter he wrote that he proposed the idea that there should be a world government. But what happened? There was no effect on UNO, and they didn't reply to his letter. Now for another 10 years, Albert Einstein was involved in world peace. Now Einstein, after that incident of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, he decided to come in politics, and the main agenda of Einstein to be the part of politics was that he want to stop the countries who are collecting the arms for the war and who are developing their own weapons for the war. So his main point to be the part of the politics was to stop those countries by doing such things. His main agenda was world peace and freedom of people. So his main agenda of campaigning in the world was that we all should follow that there should be world peace and we should give freedom to the people. Einstein could foresee the future. So Einstein can foresee the future, and that's why he was celebrated as a visionary by the people. He died in the year 1955 at the age of 76. He was a world citizen. Because why he was known as world citizen? Because he think about everyone. He think about peace. He think about freedom of every people, every single human being on this earth, and that's why he was known as world citizen, and was a genius scientist too. So we all know that he was a very genius scientist. There was no confusion in that. So this was your chapter, Truly Beautiful Mind. We have completed the explanation of this chapter. I hope that you have understood this chapter, and I just request you that go through the videos again and again and make your own notes on the summary, main points, and try to explain this chapter on your own to yourself. I hope that you understood the explanation. This was all for today, and stay safe, stay home, take care of your hygiene, and start revising whatever we have learned through these videos. Thank you, students.